Let me check a little something. I'll be back. Plug in the stream. I can't believe I didn't think to do this earlier. I'm plugging the stream. I'm about to sneeze. That'll do it. Perhaps doing this at 3 might have been a bad idea, but I don't care. I mean, it'll show up in the feed regardless of whether or not blah blah blah. Alright, so for the posterity of whoever catches up with this later, I'm going to try live streaming a little different this time. Because I figured out how to use an OBS. Anyhow, food. I like food. And I like it rapidly prepared. So, we have a tier list of fast food restaurants. So, let us indulge, shall we? Okay. First up, we got Arby's. You know what? I'm gonna rank that a solid B. Mainly due to the strength of their chicken sandwiches. I am not a big fan of roast beef, just as a general rule, but you know what? The buffalo chicken sandwich at Arby's and their chicken tenders and their curly fries, good stuff. Good stuff. Not enough to elevate it above B. Jack in the Box. I'm going to give that a solid D. Because I do remember a point where I liked it, but I'm also aware that it's not very good either. To quote one CS188, Jack in the Box. Crappy food, that's back in the box. A&W. I'm going to have to put that in the mystery pile because I don't know if I've ever been to an A&W. So, Auntie Anne's. Solid A. They do one thing and they do it well. Pretzels. Regular buttery pretzels, the little pretzel bite thingies, the cinnamon coated ones when you get the icing, the lemonade. Oh. Boston Market. Never been. Burger King. Hot take. Hottest of takes. S rank. The Bacon King at Burger King is great. Like their fries. Not the best, but good. Their chicken nuggets are good and cheap. I just like it. Don't know what to tell you. I just like it. Checkers. I'm gonna give that a solid A. Solid A. You know, because sometimes, you know, I'm not always the biggest fan of, like, when, like, fries get a little sweet, but, you know, sometimes some Checkers fries will hit just like that. And the Baconzilla, good shit, good shit. Alrighty. Chick-fil-A, F. I don't even need to explain. I mean, F. Chipotle, or Hippo, as this is called. Never been, actually. I've never been to Chipotle. Cinnabon. Solid B. Incidentally, in my hometown, they actually have a truck stop that has an Arby's and a Cinnabon in it. And, hey, they're both really solid. Jimmy John's, F. Here's the thing about Jimmy John's. Okay, in the SpongeBob episode Selling Out, they make these Krabby Patties that are just out of, like, gray goop. And that's what it felt like I was eating the one time I had Jimmy John's. Alright. Dairy Queen. I'm gonna give that an A, actually. Burgers are fine. The chicken tender basket, and the soft serve and the blizzards, yes. Dunkin' Donuts, B. I mean, not my favorite donuts in the world, but, you know, it is pretty close to how I like them. I don't like donuts that are, like, crispy, if you know what I'm saying. Like, crispy donuts ain't my thing. Just on a general rule. Eliottenburg? Never been. El Pollo Loco? Also never been. But it sounds good. Five Guys, burgers and fries. That's going in the personal favorite category. I mean, this is the closest that I can get to In-N-Out in terms of being, you know, close. But man, those are good. A little pricey, but good. I mean, it's just so juicy and flavorful, and you can order basically whatever you want on the burger. And most of the places got Coke Freestyle machines, so I get vanilla Coke with them. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Alrighty, Hardee's. Another possible hot take. A. Yeah, a lot of people I hear seem to hate Hardee's, and honestly, I kind of get it. I mean, the whole char thing on a burger just, you know, don't go well for me. But I rank Hardee's so high because A, the curly fries are delicious, B, milkshakes are good, and C, and most importantly, the chicken tenders. The chicken tenders at Hardee's are amazing, in my opinion. Like, some of the best fast food tenders I can get. Like, I'll get a 10-piece in, like, a box and just some ranch, and then just go to town on that. Just, So, yeah, Hardee's. I like it. In-N-Out. I'm a believer. I was lucky enough to be able to go to an In-N-Out, like, back in 2020, during an evacuation for a hurricane. No, we ended up in Dallas, or around Dallas, rather. And not too far from where I was staying, they had In-N-Out. I got myself a double-double, no tomatoes, no onions. That's how I like it. And I got myself some animal-style fries, and I'll tell you, one bite into that burger, just, the whole scale changed for me, just, like, right there. You know, because it's like, I've heard for ages and ages from some of my friends who have been there, especially the California-based ones that I have online, that In-N-Out is, like, God-tier burger. And you know what? They were right. Even people who say, like, yeah, In-N-Out ain't really In-N-Out if it's in Texas. If this ain't real In-N-Out, what I had in Dallas wasn't real In-N-Out, you know, I wonder, like, what life-changing burgers that they make at the In-N-Outs in their native California. Because what I had, amazing. flat out amazing stuff. So yeah, In-N-Out, personal favorite, up there. Jersey Mike's, never been, but danged if I don't want to go. It sounds good. KFC, I'm putting him in the S rank, partially because I'm the only one in my family, my immediate family, besides my little sister who seems to genuinely like the Colonel's chicken, but also because I have a bit of a personal connection. Christmas, 2019, my older sister, you know, she was alone on Christmas. You know, and I was like, I can't have that. So instead of going with my family to do our Christmas tradition, I decided to go with my older sister. That day, we saw Knives Out in theaters, and it was excellent. And I opted to have an, and I quote, Japanese-style Christmas dinner. So we got some KFC, and it was delicious, and it was nice, and it's a memory I will hold dear until my dying days. And as for that, I consider KFC S tier. Krispy Kreme donuts. I haven't had Krispy Kreme in a while, but I haven't had them in a while, so I don't exactly have the freshest picture in my mind. Long John Silver's. It's going to be hard to rank due to a little thing I like to call personal bias. I hate seafood. I honestly hate seafood. I don't like it. I try to wean myself on some seafood, especially through Long John Silver's, because we had a location in Lake Charles until recent hurricane. You know, when it's basically ruined the building and just found it easier to just wipe it off the map. So, you know what? It's going right in the middle due to the fact that, you know, it's pretty good, not great. And it stays in the middle because it's fried food, and the chicken and the french fries are good, but it stays in C rank because it's primarily seafood, and I hate seafood. McDonald's! That's going in A rank as well. I'm basic, I'm sorry. No, but for real. McDonald's sometimes is just like what I need, what gets right there to hit the spot. I mean, sometimes you just, man, I could go for a quarter pounder, fries, the distinct pop of a McDonald's Coke. Yeah. Panda Express, never been. Starting to see a pattern with some of these. Panera Bread, I've only ever been there once, and it was to have a steak sandwich. And it was a pretty good steak sandwich. So, B. Don't got much else to add. Popeyes. Also S rank for me. I mean, Popeyes is sort of a universal thing we agree on in our family. It's like I'm the only one aside from my little sister who likes KFC. But, you know, we all like Popeyes. Especially the biscuits. Oh, the biscuits. Oh, man. Quiznos! Only been once. And never really liked it. D. And there's pretty much no Quiznos around where I live anyway, so... Raising Cane's, S tier. You know, actually, no, personal favorite. Because while I like traditional fried chicken, like they serve at KFC and Popeyes, specializes in chicken tenders. And I love chicken tenders. It's like some of my favorite things to eat, just chicken tenders. It's good stuff. And they do it really good at Raising Cane's. But what makes them really good is the special sauce. Like, it's a mixture of lemon juice and ketchup and mayonnaise and something that's hard to quantify, but is delicious. And what I usually order, I order the Caniac combo. 6 pieces. I order 6-piece chicken, which is their Caniac combo, but I ask for no slaw and extra toast. And extra slaw. The sauce, not slaw. Not a big slaw guy. Okay. Sonic. B. You know, It does in a pinch. And that's about it, really. I like it, but I'm never gonna actively, like, go out for it. It's never, oh, let's go to Sonic. It's, Sonic will do. Steak and Shake. Ooh, yes. You can thank the late, great Roger Ebert for turning me on to this, dude, through his biography book, Life Itself. When I was in Orlando last, I saw there was a Steak and Shake not too far from there, and I thought, well, if it's good enough for one of the most notable film critics in the history of the profession to spend a whole chapter bestowing an autobiography, then you know what? It's worth a shot. And you know what? It was. It's Steak and Shake is good. Subway, S tier. You know, I just like it. Because it's like, I get like, what I get, usually. I get like a foot-long Italian loaf. And I get turkey. Or if they have the rotisserie chicken, I'll get the rotisserie chicken. You know, and I get some provolone on there. Then depending on what kind of mood I'm in, I'll ask them to toast it. Most of the time I don't, but sometimes, you know, I want that little warm crunch. Then I get lettuce, I get pickles, I get banana peppers. Used to get jalapenos, but I find banana peppers agrees with my stomach a little more. And by my stomach, I mean my colon. And I get mustard, mayonnaise, and ranch. I am a ranch fiend. That one scene from the one Simpsons episode where Homer gets the ranch dressing hose, that is me. That is me! Okay. So yeah, Subway. And then, top it all off, you know, I get some baked sour cream and onion chips. And like, depending on the restaurant, I either get a Dr. Pepper or a vanilla Coke if they have a Coke Freestyle machine. Vanilla Coke. Alright, Taco Baco, aka Taco Bell. Come to think of it, I haven't been here in a while. But you know what? I'm going to put it in B because of the many times when Taco Bell used to do like the 12 taco party packs, I'd go through all 12 in one sitting. True story. True story. I like them that much. I'm also a big fan of the cinnamon twists and, of course, the Cinnabon Delights that they also do there. It's so great. It's like nice. It's fluffy. And you bite into it and those frosting. And Baja Blast. Oh, Baja Blast. I'm not a... Regular Mountain Dew is just okay, but Baja Blast... Oh. But because I haven't been there in a while, solid B. Wendy's. A. It's like, I like it better than McDonald's, because it's like, I don't know. The Baconator, the fries, they usually have Coke Freestyle, so we'll get a vanilla Coke. And even after that friggin' fancy-like guy pretty much ruined it for a bunch of people, I will still dip my fries in my chocolate Frosty. I'm not usually a chocolate ice cream guy, but a chocolate Frosty? Hell yeah! That's good stuff! Okay, Wetzel's Pretzels. I've been to places where they have Wetzel's Pretzels. I have never had Wetzel's Pretzels. Alright, now 3 of these I've never been to. So let's get them out of the way. I've never been to Zaxby's, I've never been to Which Wich, and the closest I've come to White Castle is the microwavable stuff that they have in the frozen food section. Which I liked, but, you know, I don't think it counts. So finally we come to Whataburger. Ooh. Ooh boy. Controversial ranking among my peers. Especially since I don't rank it among my personal favorites. But ultimately... Alright, I'm just going to close my eyes and just let it go and let it be where it be. And S ranking. Which is fair for me, honestly. Because, like, the burgers are good, the fries a little salty, but good. The ketchup, good enough to where they sell it in the stores, in like actual supermarkets, at least where I'm from. Yeah. The burgers are good. You know, they're not quite Five Guys or In-N-Out good to me, but they're still good. But my favorite thing, my absolute favorite thing that Whataburger makes is their honey barbecue chicken sandwich. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Their honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich. It's basically 2 pieces of Texas toast, honey barbecue, some cheese of some variety. I don't know. It's like white. I don't feel like looking it up right now. And like chicken tenders. And it just all blends so beautifully. And you know, and it's like, hey, if this is the regional one that like the region I'm from gets to call home and they're like their own and such, even though I don't think there's really been a Whataburger near me since like the early 2010s, I want to say. But I go to Texas enough to where I get it a lot. Enough. So, yeah. So to recap, from bottom to the top. Places I've never been to. White Castle, Witch, Zaxby's, Wetzel's Pretzels, Krispy Kreme, Panda Express, Jersey Mike's, El Pollo Loco, Ellison Berber, I don't know, Chipotle, Boston Market, A&W. F tier, Jimmy John's and Chick-fil-A. D rank, Jack in the Box and Quiznos. Middle of the road, Long John Silver's. B rank, Arby's, Cinnabon, Dunkin' Donuts, Panera Bread, Sonic, Taco Bell. A rank, McDonald's, Hardee's, Dairy Queen, Checkers, Burger King, KFC, Popeyes, Subway, Wendy's, Whataburger, and my personal favorites, Five Guys, In-N-Out, Raising Cane's, Steak and Shake. Oh man, I'm having fun, even despite the fact that no one's watching. But I'm cool with that. I honestly am. Because I'm having fun with it. Hold on. Dropped frames don't really matter. Not to me anyways. Especially since no one's paying attention, so bleh. Alrighty, so let's out and I'm gonna pull up another ranking thingy of something else. Da 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 ya da da do 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 do. Huh, hold on there. What we got? Okay. Yep. Oh yeah, that was just my Twitter doing Twitter stuff. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty, next up, we got something that's near and dear to my heart. Ah, yes, the official 24, I guess 25 now, but I don't think No Time to Die is going to be on here. So, alright. But I've cast this die, and we shall see where it takes me. Alrighty, here we go. First off, I immediately recognize this. It's View to a Kill, and I put it in the good category. I'm a sucker for Roger Moore, and it is not Roger Moore's worst Bond, in my opinion. It's a lot of fun. It's the cheesiest Bond with Cheese Maestro friggin' Christopher Walken as the bad guy. And, yeah, whew, a lot of fun. Casino Royale, amazing. Probably the Bond movie I've watched the most in my time. And you know what? For a good reason. It's good. Diamonds Are Forever is okay. You know, it's actually one of the few Bond movies that I actually have on VHS as part of my notorious VHS collection. At least notorious among my family, since I have a lot. I'm a collector. I collect. Nah. And it's okay. Charles Gray elevates it a bit, though, but not enough to where it ranks above okay. Die Another Day. That's gonna be a solid... You know what? No. I can't find it in my heart to rank Die Another Day bad, like as trash. There are a couple Bond movies that I consider trash. And Die Another Day is something that those movies aren't. Entertaining. At least on some level. So, yeah. This one would appear to be Dr. No, and that one goes in the okay pile. I mean, it's a first attempt. No one's ever going to get a really good first attempt. Well, then again, I say that, and a lot of the Bond actors' first, and a couple of the Bond actors' first movies are all like tippity top of the tippity top. But just as a first go around for the character, nah. I mean, it's a generic spy thriller. And really, what makes it impressive is the fact that it goes from like, sort of like that, to like the heights of stuff like Goldfinger and like On Her Majesty's Secret Service and whatnot. Which may provide a little bit of a spoiler for what's going to be ranked later. Ooh. For Your Eyes Only. Ooh. You know what? For Your Eyes Only is trash in my mind. It's like... I don't like it. It's like... It tried to be more down to earth than like the previous Bond movie Moonraker. But honestly, I think that's sort of what undercuts it a bit, honestly, because Roger Moore's Bond works best when it's kind of over the top in a way. You know? I mean, like the other, like a lot of the other ones that I'm going to be ranking a little later on, you know, those are going to be high tier for me because those movies are flat out really fun. So, yeah, and For Your Eyes Only was not that fun in my opinion. You know, not Roger Moore's worst, but, you know, up there. From Russia with Love, that's also going to be average for me. I mean, it's fine. It's a fun little spy thriller. A lot of good stuff in it. But I can see why when it came time to make the video game in like 2005 or so, why they embellished a lot of it. Because, well, yeah. Okay, alrighty. Ooh, here we go. GoldenEye. Yeah, GoldenEye is fantastic. Everything you've heard about it is true. It's fun. It's funny. It gets the blood going. Yeah. Bah, 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 bah. Yeah. I don't even know what I was doing there. That's how enthusiastic I am about GoldenEye. It's not my favorite Bond. Not quite. But it's up there. Goldfinger, also amazing, because I am kinda basic in some regards. Especially with the con. But you know what? It's Goldfinger, its reputation precedes it, and quite frankly, it's earned it. But we got another amazing one in my mind. License to Kill! See, last year I was doing a marathon of all the Bond movies that came out just before No Time to Die hit theaters. Which, if I were to rank, I'd put it in the good category. Because I don't know, because it's probably going to take a couple more viewings for it to really settle with me. But, you know, it's at a point where I ranked it high among my favorite movies of the year, which included the likes of The Suicide Squad and Candyman and Godzilla vs. Kong. A lot of good stuff. It has good company. But yeah, I wasn't really looking forward to the Timothy Dalton movies because I kept, you know, like a lot of the perception of the Timothy Dalton Bond is that he's sort of the stopgap Bond. Like the Bond they get when the Bond they wanted wasn't available. Because that's kind of what he was. And you know what? That's not really fair because, like, the two Bond movies that Timothy Dalton did, good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Especially License to Kill. Which, oddly enough, like that same year's Batman, was sort of end up being a prelude to what would happen with the more grittier version of the character that happened in the early 2000s. It's like a prelude to that. And it works really well. Live and Let Die. Okay, it's a tough one. This one's special to me because it was the first Bond movie I ever watched. And it's pretty much the movie that precluded me into liking Roger Moore and Paul McCartney, now that I think about it. Screw it. It's going in the amazing pile. Because as far as debut Bonds go, you know, it's like only 3 actors that have played Bond have had their debuts be among the best in the series, in my opinion. Brosnan, Craig, and Moore. Now, is it the best of them, of Moore's films? Again, no. But, like, it's up there. And next one's also going to be a little controversial for some, because I'm ranking Moonraker as amazing. Like I said, I find, like, Moore to be best when it's over the top, and how can you get more over the top than James Bond in space? It's fun. And speaking of fun, Octopussy! It's good. And I like good. I don't know really what else to say. It's like a substantial improvement over For Your Eyes Only, if you ask me. And ain't that why we're here? Anyways. Now, when I say, like, only a few Bond actors have had their first outing be absolute good, I mean, I forgot to mention Lazenby. Because, well, he only had the one. Which is a shame, because that one was also really, really good. Like, it's actually my favorite Bond movie of the 1960s. Like, above Goldfinger and above some of the other ones. It's like, it just pushed all the good buttons in my brain. Oh my. And yeah, George Lazenby did make for a good Bond. I'm gonna say it. Yeah. Okay, Quantum of Solace, trash. No question. Because it's like, I said it in like the live tweets I was doing of the films, like back in like October or so. And if there's one thing that I found more than just meh, and all the negative sort of bleh from the not as good Bond movies, is like, they're not just boring. It's like, there's like a lot of the worst Bond movies are just boring, you know? For Your Eyes Only, I found boring. Some of the other films, I found boring. Quantum of Solace, to me, did something worse than being boring. It was pretentious. Like, it felt so self-important. And not even in a fun way. It's like, this movie somehow managed to make a gunfight feel self-important. And it baffles me. It honestly baffles me. Just... Okay. Alright, here we go. Back on track. Skyfall. Yes! Skyfall was great. Skyfall was great. Skyfall is great. It was the first Bond movie I saw in theaters, and I don't even have any qualms of ranking it so high because, quite frankly, it earns it. Its sequel, not so much. It's average. I mean, I've seen worse from the Bond series. And Spectre, for all its faults, did entertain me. Alright, The Living Daylights. It's good. Not quite as good as License to Kill, but, you know, kind of like how it looks right here. It's like there's a step, and then a step up is License to Kill. Alright. Man with the Golden Gun is bad. It is Roger Moore's, I can't say it's Roger Moore's worse, because I already ranked For Your Eyes Only as trash. But it's like Roger Moore is not good in The Man with the Golden Gun, because it feels like they're still trying to figure out how Moore's as Bond. Because to me, Roger Moore's Bond is the most suave, the most charming. You know, the guy you'd follow into battle because, well, Roger Moore is just one of the most charming men who ever lived. He made anything sound good, you know? He's pretty much the reason I don't eat foie gras. That, and I don't think I'd like duck liver, but also Roger Moore. And here, in The Man with the Golden Gun, it feels like they lean a little too hard into the Connery-isms. And what works with Connery doesn't necessarily work with Moore. And thankfully, by the time he went through the rest of his thing, they figured it out. So, what elevates The Man with the Golden Gun above For Your Eyes Only? Christopher friggin' Lee! Oh. It's like, Scaramanga is one of the best Bond villains. Like, sheerly through Lee's performance. I mean, he's so cool. Alright, another Roger Moore one, and it's his best. It's The Spy Who Loved Me. It's like, I don't even really know how else to add on to it. It's The Spy Who Loved Me. It's good. Okay, here we go. All right. The World Is Not Enough is okay. It's like, I don't hate it. It's like, I don't hate it. Alright. Thunderball. Trash. It's like, watching that movie, I was like, this is the story that got a whole bunch of legal mumbo jumbo dealing with it? That's how we got the infinitely... This led to the infinitely worse Never Say Never Again. It was dull. Especially the underwater stuff. It drags. And maybe if Connery gave more of a shit about the next movie, it also ranked pretty high. The next movie that he did after Thunderball, like, if he gave as much of a shit in that movie as he did in Thunderball, it would be higher. Which gets to where a certain film will end up. Tomorrow Never Dies. Anyways, Tomorrow Never Dies is good. It's a fun action romp. It's entertaining as hell. Like, Elliot Carver is like a top tier Bond villain in my mind, and yeah. Alright, finally, You Only Live Twice is okay. Like, a lot of it's good. A lot of it aged horrendously. Like, let me put it like this. Some of the stuff in You Only Live Twice aged like a milk. Left out in the Florida sun. I don't think I need to add any more to that. And those are my rankings there. So, trash. We have Thunderball, Quantum of Solace, and For Your Eyes Only. Bad, Die Another Day, and The Man with the Golden Gun. Average, You Only Live Twice, The World Is Not Enough, Spectre, From Russia With Love, Dr. No, and Diamonds Are Forever. Good, A View to a Kill, Octopussy, The Living Daylights, and Tomorrow Never Dies. And for now, we're going to put No Time to Die in that same area as well. Just because I need to see it more than twice. And in the amazing category, GoldenEye, Casino Royale, Goldfinger, License to Kill, Live and Let Die, Moonraker, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, Skyfall, and The Spy Who Loved Me. Ah, yeah. Alright, I think I'll be able to do one more list, and then I'm going to call it for now. And who knows, maybe I'll try streaming again, like, later tonight when more people will be bound to watch. But I'm going to consider this broadcast a sample of what y'all can expect from me doing this. So, let's mute that. And we're going to go with another movie one. Okay, here we go. Something that's infinitely familiar, something that people have a lot of opinions about. It couldn't be, it could be, but it couldn't be, but it is. MCU films up to Spider-Man No Way Home, because that's the newest one, and oh my god, I'm so happy this one's up to date. Alrighty, let's party. Alright, we're gonna start with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which ranks really high for me. I mean, I'm a sucker for the Guardians as well. I'm a sucker for James Gunn, and just... yeah. Spider-Man Homecoming. It's fine. It's like, to me, the MCU Spider-Man movies got progressively better, and Spider-Man Homecoming just starts off as being good. You know? Like, pretty good. Like, yeah, S is great, A is really good, B is good, C is okay, and D is, it was kind of just... Ant-Man and the Wasp is good. I'm a sucker for the Ant-Man movies, and Ant-Man and the Wasp was like a smaller scale little adventure. And that's kind of what I wanted, both figuratively and literally. I'm a sucker for the scale gags, and the Ant-Man movies provide scale gags in so many ways. Speaking of, first Ant-Man. Also, really good. They're about on par with each other. Maybe Ant-Man and the Wasp is a little better, but I don't know. Avengers Age of Ultron. I'm gonna give that a C. If only, not just because Joss Whedon is a piece of shit. I mean, he is, but that isn't gonna stop me from ranking the Avengers pretty high later on, but still. But also the film itself just isn't as good. That's not to say it's bad. It has plenty of moments, and a lot of those moments are, you know, fun. The stuff with the hammer, like Ultron himself, is a lot of fun. It's the first time we get to see Vision, and Vision's just been a great character to follow. But yeah. Now, Infinity War. I'm gonna say it's great as well. But on the qualification has Endgame next to it, which I also rank as good. And I went a little out of order there, but that's my reason. These two work best as a cohesive whole. You know, it's like, you have all this stuff, and then that cliffhanger, and then the finale, and it's great. Like, both of them are great and thrilling, and yes. And speaking of great, Black Panther! It's Black Panther. I don't need to elaborate. It's Black Panther. Civil War. Also good. Like, it's really good. Not among my personal favorites of the Captain America movies, but it's good. What is my personal favorite Captain America movie? Honestly? The first one. Yeah. Because, well, they got the guy who directed The Rocketeer to direct another 1940s pulpy kind of movie. And it works. It really works, in my opinion. Like, you wanted something else like The Rocketeer? Captain America the First Avenger. You want something else like The First Avenger? The Rocketeer. I'm excited to see what Joe Johnston brings to the table next time. With whatever he directs. I don't know if he'll go back into the Marvel fold, but if he directs something else soon, you know, I'm gonna see it. I like his stuff. Jurassic Park 3 notwithstanding, but I like his stuff. Anyways, Captain America, the Winter Soldier, is also really good. And in a similar really good pile, Captain Marvel. Ah, yes, man babies be damned. Captain Marvel is a lot of fun. And it made me happy. Doctor Strange is going in the good pile. Because I like Doctor Strange. I liked all the weird stuff that was going on. I live for that weird stuff. But, you know, and it's good. It really works. Though, honestly, I have got my fingers crossed for Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness to get even weirder. Especially with Sam friggin' Raimi directing. Yeah, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be some good stuff. Guardians of the Galaxy, S rank. My opinions on James Gunn are well noted by this point. Iron Man 2 is gonna go in the disappointing category because I don't know, it just hasn't really left as much of an impact on me as the other films have up to this point. I mean, sure, it's where we get Don Cheadle as Rhodey, and Don Cheadle is great as Rhodey. But that's really about it, really. Oh yeah, it's also where Black Widow